Hi everybody, welcome to my kitchen, welcome to my channel. I have another no tag, so if anybody wants to join on this tag, feel free to do so. Okay, let's get started. I think there's a bunch of questions about YouTube. So this is my assistant. My buddy, Okay, let's get started here. Why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube because I thought it would be a fun, creative outlet for me, especially with the winter coming up, even though I started it back last spring. I actually started the channel and put up my first video. I think it's been a year, and then I didn't do anything else with it because that first video was kind of intimidating. But the more I did it, the more comfortable I felt, and now I think it's just a lot of fun. So I started the YouTube channel basically as a creative outlet and also for some social interaction. And here we are. Yay! I love making YouTube videos. I love making new friends here in cyber world, and it's just a lot of fun. If you hear something that sounds like snoring, it's my buddy here. Okay, what advice would I give myself today knowing what I know now? I think I would just tell myself, don't be intimidated by it. Just pretend like you're talking to a friend or like you're talking to yourself, because you kind of are talking to yourself because there's nobody in the room. Unless you have dogs, then you can pretend you're talking to them. But there's really nothing to be intimidated about. If you don't like a video, you don't post it, you delete it, and you start over again. And you take the things you do well, and the things you keep those, and the things you don't do so well, you delete them. It's easy peasy. There's really nothing to it. The hardest part is the editing, but a lot of people don't even do that. They just kind of talk, and it is what it is. So whatever your style is, I enjoy some of the editing because it's more fun for me to do that. I like putting in all the little bits and pieces and parts. It's just fun, but it's not necessary. So that's what I would tell myself. Just do it. It's really not that scary. What camera do I use? I use more than one thing. Right now I'm talking to you on my webcam on my computer, and I just have an HP laptop, and that's what I use when I'm in my kitchen most of the time. I have an LG stylo phone. I use that when I'm walking around and, showing you things, and it takes good pictures, I think. And I also have a, I think it's Kyocera camera. It's a video camera, but that's actually my least favorite. It was like $150 on Amazon, and I'm never real satisfied with the audio quality of it. I think my phone does a much better job. The biggest problem I have with my phone is the memory fills up, but on this particular phone, I can put in a new memory card if I don't want to erase everything. So that's basically what I use to film. And one of these days, I'm going to buy a decent camera, but not right now. What camera accessories do I have? Well, I have this that I can use for my cell phone. I also have a smaller one that I can set up, and if you wait a minute, I will show that to you. So I have this one, and it's got the little bendy legs, and the other one actually has bendy legs too, but this one's much lighter weight. It's good for, walking around and vlogging. So I use that one. And I also have a selfie stick. I don't use this one very often, but what I did was, I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1. It works great. And what I did was, I take off this part and I put it on here, and it works great. So that's usually what I use. I also have a tripod that, telescoping legs. And I use that once in a while when I'm doing something in a room or something like that. And I also have like a little light that's battery operated that attaches to my little tripods. And that was like $10 on Amazon. So I also use that. I also have the big lights, which I never use. And I'm the kind of person, I just jump in all in. It's all in. I have to get this and this and this and this and this. And then a lot of times I end up not needing it or not using it because it's either too complicated or I'd rather just do something simple. But I do that with everything. If I'm going to paint, I have to have every color of the rainbow of paint. If I'm going to do beading, I have to have tons of beads. If I make videos, I have to have all the bells and whistles. It's just me. I've always been that way. If I buy a shirt and I like it, I want every color it comes in. And I'm really trying not to do that because it's really difficult on the wallet. So I am a reformed, whatever you want to call me. So anyway, that's the equipment I have. What editing software do I use? Well, right now I'm basically just using the software that comes with the photo app on my computer. It comes with Windows, and it makes very simple videos, but it's usable. And now I've discovered, what's the name of it? Movie Maker. And it's the older version of Movie Maker. And what I can do now is edit my videos on the photo app, create that video and save it, and then I can put it into Movie Maker and edit it further and put additional enhancements in it. It's a little time consuming, but I think it's a lot of fun. It's something creative I can do, and that's what I've been doing lately, but I'm always trying a new editor because that is one thing I do like, simple. I don't like anything too complicated. I'm not going to make a big movie, a big screen movie or anything like that. But I do like to fool around with photography, and which I don't really know that much about, but I want to learn. And anyway, that's the answer to that. What is the first editing tip for beginning YouTubers? Like I just said, as far as editing goes, get an editor where you can cut out what you don't like. That way you won't be so nervous about making a video, and just cut that part off. So get a simple editor that you become familiar with, and then step up from there. But don't start, like at the end of a book and read backwards and become discouraged. So start simply and build up to more complex as you become more proficient. What music do I use? I can't remember the name of it right now. I'll get back to that question. I'll leave it in the comments below, because right now, for the life of me, I can't remember. But if you input in your search engine royalty-free music, there's a bunch of them that come up, And you can download all kinds of things. You can download music. You can download like the clapping that I have at the beginning and the end of my videos. Water sounds, all sorts of things that are royalty free. And you won't get in trouble with YouTube if you use those. But so that's the best thing to do. And that way you can find a music site that has the kind of music that you want. So, and some editors come with royalty-free music already in the program. How do you make thumbnails? I like Canva, Canva, and they have a professional version that you pay for, but they also have a free version, and it has a watermark that you can't even see. And I'll take a photograph, I'll upload it to Canva. You can save your thumbnails, you can switch them around, you can put text in. They have free emojis and all sorts of things like that. But I've been using that for a while now, and I really like it. It's very simple. You can pay to download your thumbnail, and I think it's like $1, but I don't do that. But what that does, it takes the watermark off that you can't see anyway. So I just stick with the free version, and it works just fine. It works great. You can upload any video you want. You can put your memes on there. I like it. It's Canva, Canva. How do I fight discouragement and burnout? Honestly, I haven't had any burnout. Sometimes I post daily, sometimes I don't, and I've said that all along on my YouTube channel. This isn't a contest for me. It's not something that I depend on for money. I basically do it for fun. If someday down the road I do become monetized, that's fine. I don't even know if I'm going to do that, if I want to do that. So I'm basically just doing it for fun. But so I really haven't had any burnout or discouragement. If I want to take a couple days off from making a video, that's what I do. But I always do me anyway. It's like I'm kind of not an in-the-box kind of person. I'm very independent, and I just basically do what I want to do. So that's kind of fights burnout that way. I'm not under any pressure to produce, So what do I do to make friends and develop community on YouTube? Well, I really enjoy interacting with other YouTubers. If somebody makes a video or I like your channel, I always make comments. I just don't watch and nobody knows I'm there. If I enjoy somebody's content, I comment on it. I answer all the questions. The only time I don't answer questions is maybe if they get lost in the spam folder and I don't see it. But otherwise, it's a courteous thing to me. If someone takes the time to leave me a comment, to me, it's a courteous thing to answer their question, even if it's not a dissertation, but just an acknowledgement that I have read your comment. And I try to do that with everybody that leaves a comment on my channel. I really, really enjoy interacting with people, other YouTubers, people that don't have a YouTube, because if somebody takes the time out of their day to watch what I have to say, I appreciate that so much. And I think that's just common courtesy to return the dialogue or whatever and acknowledge that you have taken the time to come and visit with me on my channel. How do you handle negative people and comments? To be honest with you, I haven't gotten any negative people with negative comments. if I were to get negative people or trolls on my channel, because I want this channel to be upbeat. I want it to be a place where people can come and feel free to interact with me and each other. And if I had negative people or trolls on my channel, I would just block them and not even give them the time of day, because it's not worth it to even acknowledge these people. I know there are some people that get very upset with trolls and argue with them and try to justify their stance, but I don't feel a need to do that. I just, I wouldn't even give them the time of day. It's like, okay, goodbye. And you hit that little button and you're gone. So anyway, those are all the answers to my YouTube no tag collab, or whatever you want to call it. So anybody that would like, I'm not going to tag anybody specific, but anybody that would like to join along, please feel free to do so. Leave me a little comment, let me know so that I can go over and watch your video, because I like making new friends. I like interacting with older friends. Anybody that would like to join in, feel free to do so. Well, that's all I have for you today. Wasn't a very productive day, but that's okay. Not every day needs to be productive. My mother came over for a visit, and that was nice. And she tries really hard to be tech savvy. And I have to say, at 90, that's pretty awesome. She's got her iPad, and I got her a phone, and she likes that, so I think that's great. So anyway, that was my day. I didn't do much with my couch. I just didn't feel like it, but I will. And everybody here is happy and healthy, and I hope you are too. And I hope you had a good day, had some fun, and enjoyed yourself. So without further ado, I will say adieu and tell you that I wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.